using the Scouts as an example again, and our internal RTO and our non-formal education, I'm going to use the Certificate 3 in Business as an example. I said earlier that we've got very structured adult training. It can be as short as 6 months that someone goes through that adult training and has completed all the requirements and has all the evidence to complete that adult training and use that as primary evidence against a Certificate 3 in Business. They might have to add a couple of other things, but they're most of the way there.
Yep.
A young person, I'm thinking the Ventura Scout age group, 14 to 18 year olds, will typically take 3.5 to 4 years. And it's only about 15 to 18% of them that get to this Certificate 3 level. Many at Certificate 2, but about 15 to 18% get to that Certificate 3 level where they achieve their Queen Scout Award, have got about 98% of their evidence towards a Certificate 3 in Business. Taking them much longer. We're talking 3.5, 4 years versus what could be as short as 6 to 12 months.
Yep.
Very structured, but non-formal. Very unstructured, but non-formal.
Yep.
Both clear program, both clear outlines that we can refer to. But what that means from my perspective, and I'll throw this out in relation to a lot of information coming out of European Youth Forum, is actually about we want recognition for the non-formal education we've done. Now, in the context I've just referred to, that might be a young person who's achieved their Queen Scout Award, right? I just want recognition for that. Whether it's a university application or going into a vet qualification, then it's about, can you recognise my Queen Scout Award? Because there were a lot of things I did there that's relevant and I've got that, so why do I need to do anything more? And I get that, and it makes sense, and particularly as a young person who's put many years into those outcomes, can they just recognise it? Within Australia and a lot of other countries, most of the European and Asian countries, we have clear national qualifications frameworks.
Yep.
Other education institutions that are within that formal education setting understand the formal outcomes. And so when we recognise as the Scouts RTO, when we recognise that non-formal award with a formal qualification, that translates very easily for the universities, the other registered training organisations. They look at that certificate and I understand it. They look at a Queen Scout Award and go, what did you do to get that?
Yep.
Yeah, I get that there was probably a lot of work in it, but what does it really mean to me? So the RTO is our translation piece.
Got you. And that alignment of outcomes or competencies is crucial, isn't it?
Very crucial. And it's crucial for a number of reasons. I've got an example of a Ventura Scout who did her Queen Scout Award. She then she left school, still a member of the movement, but left school and went into a forestry course. Her 2 qualifications she got through Scouts, she was able to provide them to the registered training organisation and get credit for some of the units that she'd already completed.
Right.
So straight away, there's less time in the new qualification she's doing, and in many cases, less expense. So there are others who, because they've got that formal qualification, have had that leg up to get into university. So they might not have achieved the Australian tertiary entrance rank that they needed to get the qualification they wanted, but by having the additional certificate 3s or 2s, they were able to go, right, here's something else I've done, and have been able to get the course of their choice.